One of the main things that physics is all about is how objects move and interact with one another, how they accelerate, what kind of forces are acting on them, what their speed is, and that sort of thing. Kinematics is the branch of physics that focuses specifically on this motion, and is probably the best place to start off when learning about physics. We'll make things more complicated later, but to keep it really simple for now, we'll just be talking about motion along a straight line, or one-dimensional motion. It's called that because it means we're only focusing on objects moving along one single axis. So then, let's talk more about this axis. You've probably seen these before in your math classes, but as a recap, an axis is based around a central point called the origin, right here. And it has positive or negative numbers branching away from it. This comes up a lot in physics, because it's how we describe the direction in which an object or a particle is moving. If it moves towards the higher numbers on the axis, we say it's moving in a positive direction, and we usually represent that by showing the motion with a positive sign. If we're moving in the direction of the lower numbers on the negative sign, we call that a negative direction, and we'll usually show that with a minus sign. Note that a motion does not necessarily have to be over the negative numbers for it to be a negative direction. For example, if I draw an arrow like this, pointing to the left but still over the positive numbers, this is still a negative motion because it's still pointing downwards, towards lower numbers, towards the direction of the negative numbers. The same logic applies to if we have a positive direction pointing arrow over the negative numbers. The direction is what matters, not what numbers it's in front of. This is the crux of how motion is represented in physics.